Good morning, Taiwan. Shalom, shalom. Friends, I first want to open by thanking every person sits in this room today because, as we've said yesterday, and as the vice president just beautifully said, you all came to pray for the peace of Jerusalem. So I hope and I pray that, as it says in Genesis, I will bless those who bless you, so you all should be blessed. Thank you so much. And I also want to thank you personally, Madam Vice President, for your leadership, for your partnership, for your friendship. I know it takes a lot of courage to take such a bold stand, to stand with Israel, and I appreciate that a lot. I also want to thank you for sending Abby Lee to Israel. I want to tell you, as a member of the Foreign Affairs and Security Committee of the Knesset, I meet with a lot of ambassadors and representatives from many, many countries. I've never seen somebody so passionate and so dedicated to build bridges between Israel and Taiwan like Abby Lee and her staff is doing, and we appreciate that a lot. Thank you so, so much. Can you see me behind all the flowers? Is that okay? Okay, Tov. Friends, this is the second time that I'm visiting the beautiful and great Taiwan. And you all know that just like Israel, Taiwan is relatively small country, a vibrant democracy, a booming economy, and surrounded by threats in a challenging region. But what unites Israel and Taiwan are not just similar geopolitical conditions. What we also have in common is the tremendous spirit of our nations. The people of Taiwan are resilient, optimistic, and full of energy and innovation. And the people of Israel have shown the world time and again what we are made of. And I know that you all came here to stand with Israel, to pray for the peace of Jerusalem. And I want to tell you that I am very, very optimistic about Israel's future in the Middle East. As we emerge from 2 years of extremely difficult war, our strategic position is better than maybe ever before. We have defeated our enemies on 7 fronts, including the spectacular war in Iran in June, and we have reshaped the region. We are committed to peace, and therefore we are expanding the Abraham Accords. And only recently, we've announced the Isaac Accords, together with our friends in Argentina and Latin America. But we also face tremendous challenges diplomatically, fighting against anti-Semitism, the hypocrisy of the UN, BDS, economically, keeping the Israeli market strong, cutting the cost of living, and funding the war effort. Militarily, preventing Iran and its proxies from rebuilding, dealing with other radical forces in the Middle East, Palestinian terrorism, and more. Taiwan faces enormous challenges too. It is no secret that China is rapidly upgrading its military capabilities, declaring that it wishes to transform the People's Liberation Army into a world-class military by 2035. According to US intelligence, the Chinese military has an earlier and more alarming target, and that is to be ready for the invasion of Taiwan by 2027. Now, in Israel, we've learned the hard way. Take your enemy's threats seriously. And I know this is exactly what you are doing here. God forbid a Chinese attack on this wonderful, wonderful country will be devastating for human lives, for the economy, for our values of freedom and democracy, and for the US-led bloc against the axis of China, Russia, North Korea, and Iran. China seeks world dominance, and therefore it is also developing the Belt and Road Initiative, which will allow it to control most of the world's economy and population. Israel is not just an economic and strategic partner. Israel is the Jewish nation state which is telling God's story on earth, bringing the whole humanity closer to our roots, to our faith, to our God. Israel is a shining moral light in the Middle East and protecting the values we all cherish of faith, freedom, family. These values are despised by the forces of evil. And to face these threats, we must stand together. Israel, Taiwan, Japan, South Korea, and all the countries that are represented here today, and of course, the United States of America. So I suggest we call this alliance the Jacob Accords. As it says in Isaiah, come, come descendants of Jacob, let us walk in the light of God. Those who walk in God's path are the spiritual descendants of Jacob. And as we all read, Jews were reading a weekly Torah portion. As we just read in the last couple of weeks, Jacob grew up in a household of Laban, Rebekah's brother. Laban was a cheat, immoral, and he tried to harm Jacob. However, Jacob withstood these external threats. He remained true to himself, to his people, to his God. And this is what it means to be sons of Jacob. This is the meaning of the Jacob Accords. Recently, I met with a senior figure of the Taiwanese government, and he mentioned that Israel's missiles that prevented enemy rockets from falling on our cities have a chip in them that is made in Taiwan. So when Iranian rockets are blown out of the sky by Israel's air defenses, Taiwan has a part to play in that. Taiwan is a part of Israel's defense. And friends, I want to tell you, as the member of the Israeli Knesset, that Israel is a part of Taiwan's defense. We stand alongside our allies in the Indo-Pacific, an alliance which is only just beginning and will only get stronger. We are grateful. We are grateful for your friendship, for your support, and for your commitment to faith-based diplomacy. May God bless each and every one of you. May God bless Taiwan, and may God bless the state of Israel. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, MK Ohad Tal. Thank you.